I gotta be careful, man. Earl's on the residence somewhere, they tell me. Shh. Welcome back, folks. Thanks for tuning in again. I started, let me try an experiment here. I started wiping this guitar down today. This guitar, if y'all remember it. And I was going to take the strings off of it and polish it all out. And I thought, well, I'll just wipe it down good. And I noticed 3 little nicks right here in the finish. And I can feel those when I run my fingers across there. I can feel them. So I've been wanting to try and experiment with these fret erasers. I've got them from, what is it, 220, 400, 800, 1200, 2000, 4000, and 8000 grit. And I thought I've been wanting to try those on like scratches and finish, or little nicks or something like that you can feel a little bit. And see if they're any good. I've never used them on finish. I only used them on frets before. I love them on frets. They are great on frets. But this is new territory here, so come on over, come closer. And we'll start. I think I'm going to start with the very highest grit I have. And that is an 8000 grit fret eraser. Right there's what it looked like. Got you know whose name on it. Looks like it might be, I don't know if you can see that or not. Looks like it might be washing out. But anyway, I'm going to start and go backwards. Normally you would start with a lower grit than that and work your way up. But I don't know what this is going to do. It may ruin the finish. I don't know, man. So I'm going to start with 8000 grit and work backwards. Keep this in mind. This is backwards. If you're using sandpaper, you know, you'd want to start with a rougher grit. Not too rough on the finish. Not very rough at all, really. But a rougher grit than 8000. And, you know, work your way up as you smooth it out and get to the high grit and get the glossy look you're looking for. And polish it and all that jazz, buff it. But I'm going to start backwards, and I don't know what's going to happen. Come on over. I'll get you. I say I'm going to get you. Get you. And bring you over closer and we'll get right into it. Hold on. Alright, let me show them to you first. If I can get them to show up in the camera. I think I see one. There's actually 3 of them. Yeah, there you can see them. And like I say, I can feel those with my fingers. There's 3 of them there. I'm not going to be able to hold the camera like this and show you as I do it, but we'll figure something out. Well, that's about as close as I can get you in on it. I can see them pretty good. The way I got the guitar, the way the light's hitting it, they are right there, or all 3 of them. And here's the, you know, it's showing up backwards in the camera, but it should say the grit there. Say it's 8000. Like I say, we'll start with the highest grit one I have, and instead of using the side of the eraser like you normally would, I'm going to use the very corner. This corner is right here. And just barely want to go over that very lightly to start with, lightly, and go in circular motions. You don't want to press very hard on that. Wow, it's affecting it, man, already. I can see where I'm sanding too. That's working, man. I don't know if you can see that in the camera or not. I'm going to turn it over on the new corner. It's definitely working, ain't no question about that. But I can see, it looks like I need a higher grit eraser. Maybe those will just wipe off. Let me get a rag, see if they'll... No, it's sanding into the finish. It's probably going to have to be buffed out. But it is getting rid of the I don't guess they were dents. They were... It looked to me like something hit the guitar there. That's what it looked like to the naked eyeball. I'm not going to have to go to any heavier grit, man. This is working just fine right here. I'm glad I started with the highest grit. Anything rougher than this, I'm afraid would have really dug into the finish more than I wanted it to go. Small circular motions is what you want to do in this type of thing. If you're removing scratches from your finish, or chips or dents or whatever the case might be. Yeah, I just barely am seeing that biggest one now. I don't even see the other two. I have to figure something out there to get rid of. That's it, I think. Yeah, but I can see it looks like sanding marks in the finish there, and it won't rub off. Will not rub away. Those marks are gone, man. Let me wipe it off, and I'll get you again. I'm gonna get you. I'll show you what it looks like right now. Hold on. Alright, the guitar's under the same light it was a minute ago. I haven't moved the guitar. This whole area here, you can see sanding scuff marks in it. I'm not sure if I'm seeing them in the camera. If I can get... I can see them fine looking at them. I'm trying to hold the camera in the same position that I can see them in. Maybe with that light glaring on it. Where are we at? I don't know if it's better to have the light glare on it or off of it. But it looks like it's been sanded. Hey, I got an idea. Hold on. When all else fails, the old happy semi-chrome polish. I've been using this stuff for a long time. Hopefully this will take those sand marks out. This has got a really light abrasive compound in it. It's just a paste. That's what the stuff looks like. It's pink. I've recommended this stuff for a long time, man. I don't want to rub very hard on that at first. We're working backwards here. This is an experiment, to say the least. Oh, I hope that takes them out. Those looks like shit, man, on the guitar. This too, you want to also rub in circular motions. And I'm going to have to go over it again. Still see it a little bit. That helped. That helped quite a lot. One more time. One more dance. And I'm applying this very, very, very lightly. I see a little scuffing on the pick guard there. I'm just going to hit it. See what happens. And I'm rubbing it off very lightly too. You can determine how light or how hard you got to press. Get that off that pick guard. That did clean it right up. There's a scratch there. Alright, let me get a clean spot here. Tell you what, let me just do it this way. Small circular motions. A few gentle prayers. I'd hate for that to stay on there like that. It's gone, man. Yeah, it's done that quick. It's a done deal. It is a done deal. I bet you could remove scratches out of your pick guard too. This one's got a few on it. It's not bad. Alright, one more clean spot on the rag, if I can find such an existence, is that. And I'll get you and try to show it to you. Those dents were right there. Yeah, maybe you can barely see a little bit of that biggest one now. Not enough. I'm not going to worry about it. I'll get you, let you have a look. I got this shit all over everything. Alright, guitar still under the same light. I don't know if I had that reflection in there before, if you could see it. I don't even know if you've seen it or not till I edit this video. It's definitely gone now though. That's about as close as I'm going to be able to get you. You can't see anything. I see one little mark right there. Right in the center of your screen. I don't know what that is. I didn't see that before. But those scratches that were right in here. Roll it gun! Roll it gun! Roll it gun! during that whole process, the guitar's not moved. I haven't touched it. Yeah, that did rub away. I think it was just something laying on the finish. I had to check it, man. Wow, that looks a lot better. There's a few more scratches up here I need to remove when I have more time. But I just wanted to make sure that there wasn't another one there that I had missed. It was just, I think it was just something laying on the finish. Yeah, that's perfect. I'm 100% pleased with that. So that works. Fret erasers and finish. And you could probably remove a pretty big place with them because, like I say, that was 8,000 grit, man. And it dug in. I hope it picked it up on the camera where it had those sand marks in it. But the semi-chrome polish took it completely away. 100%. Now that I know it works, there's some other ones up in here I'm going to work on later. If you try this, though, start with the highest grit fret eraser you have, and don't dig in, man, because they dig in. You seen what? I hope you could see what that 8,000 grit did. This guitar, I'm going to take the strings off, put new strings on, clean it all up now. I'm going to work on those other little scratches here. Some of y'all was asking me about another video. This right here. Can you see that? That's a cigarette butt. What happened was, I broke a string. And strings hadn't been on there that long, or elixirs hadn't been on there that long. But the string was long enough for me to, just long enough for me to tie a cigarette butt to it. I could have used a match or anything. You know, a tiny piece of wood or whatever. Tied the string around the cigarette butt, pulled it up through, strung it up. It's out of tune, but it works. And I still played on the same strings, but they're wore out. Anyways, I put that in another video. I can't remember which one it was. Got a million questions about it. So I hope this helps you with your guitar finish repair work. Like I say, just be very careful, man. Start easy and with high grit, and work in circular motions, and concentrate on the area you're trying to make disappear. Don't get bigger with that eraser. Just sand in circular motions exactly where you need to be sanding at to get rid of whatever you want to get rid of. Thanks for watching. Cheers. See you on the next video. Oh, one more thing before we go on this guitar, because I get a lot of questions about this. You guys remember when this insert right here busted away from the top of the guitar and ripped it out right there? I'll probably fall down with it. This one right here, you might still be able to see a little crack there. And a lot of you ask me how that's worked for me. You can go back and watch those videos on that repair if you want. I used epoxy, if you remember. Well, first I used CA glue, I think. It didn't work. It pulled loose again. Made a bigger mess. So I took the insert out, fixed everything where it was messed up, and epoxied the insert in. Haven't had any more trouble. Guitar has been strung up ever since. It's going to get played more. It hasn't been getting played much lately. But I've never had any more trouble with it. For those of you who ask me about that, it's a done deal, I think. It's never moved since I fixed it. And like I say, you can go back on those repair videos. I videoed the whole thing. I think I even videoed the first time when it failed. I'm sure I videoed the second one when it stuck. See you next time.